Hi guys, this is Kimmy Yangs and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, this is a brilliant setting to be in because here I am in the Game Changer suite on board Emirates Boeing 777-300ER to Brussels, and we still have to commence pushback. I'm guessing boarding has now been completed, but yeah, today I will be taking you guys around the suite, something that I've done last year as well. And this is actually 2 kilo 2k. Normally I'm in 1 alpha, that's on the other side of the plane, but this time 1 alpha was already occupied by another gentleman. I was actually getting 1 kilo 1k, but it doesn't have an adjoining aisle, so I would have not been able to show you guys the virtual windows feature. So yes, here I am in 2 kilo, and over the course of the next 6.5 hours or so to Brussels, I will be taking you guys around a few things, refreshing your memories for those of you who have already seen the video from last year, and for those of you who have not seen, it will be a nice sneak peek into this brilliant offering by Emirates, and the most premium experience that Emirates offers currently with its Game Changer suite in first class. Well, to start things off, I have gone ahead with apple juice, no ice, and we also have some Arabic coffee and dates. This is actually an Arabic date with orange peel in it. That's my favorite. Also, we have a dine on demand service, so you've got a menu right here. You've got hors d'oeuvres, you've got snacks, you've got appetizers, main course, desserts, cheese board, you name it and they have it. So, and yes, of course, over the course of the next few hours I'll be taking you guys around the suite itself and showing you some of the really interesting bits that we have inside this new Boeing 777-300ER. Anyways guys, this is the second leg of my Emirates experience from Mumbai to Brussels. So this is the Dubai-Brussels leg, and here it goes. So guys, while my phone was charging, I was busy watching Minions, and I've started off binging on the flight with some salted popcorn and a vitality boost. Also, I've asked for the Haryali chicken tikka roll, which will be coming in later. And this, guys, is the Haryali chicken tikka roll. Looks quite appetizing with a nice mustard dip, I guess. That's what it looks like on the side. Yeah, so just snacking away while watching the movie, and then I'll move on to the main course. And once I'm done with the main course, then I'll show you guys how the suite and its features are. Talking about the whatever's to the left and right of the screen, well, you've got a magazine rack here, so whatever magazines you want to go through. You've got a goodies counter here, basically having your M&Ms and Lindt and some spicy snacks with some chips. On this side you've got your mini bar with some soft drinks, your sparkling and still water. Here you actually have their diary and the pen, as well as a wellness kit from Byredo. This basically is specially curated for the flight. You've got a towelette, you've got an eye cream, you've got a pillow mist, all aiding in, and a sleep oil, of course, all aiding in giving you a more restful flight. Moving further on from here, you actually have a cabinet to house your carry-on baggage. Here you've got another cabinet which basically houses your headset, as well as the mattress and the duvet, which is right there. And then you've got a couple more roof lights here. Of course, we also have curtains. How could I forget that? Interestingly, the seat is what I really want to talk about, because this seat that you see here, let me just zoom out as much as I can, right there, is actually a zero gravity seat designed by Mercedes Benz. And this is the beautiful thing about this seat. It is the most comfortable seat that you can ever be on in any airlines first class or on any flight. That's how comfortable the zero gravity seat by Mercedes Benz designed for Emirates is. Well, next to the seat itself, you've got 4 quick access buttons. You've got the bed setting, you've got the lounge setting, you've got the takeoff and landing and taxi setting, and you've got the dining setting, which is very similar to what we see on other planes on Emirates as well. Here we have a small joystick, or rather a remote, which basically we can use to navigate through menus and screens, call the attendant, power on or off the main screen, channel up down, volume up down, and then go back to the home screen. Talking about tables, well, this is the main table, so all you have to do is just, there you go, and this comes down right to where we are at, right up here, and then when you need to throw it out, you just press it and then it goes back in. Out here we also have a side table, so all you have to do is just push this button here, and this basically gives you a pull-out tray that you can use to keep your drinks or your snacks or some other knickknacks that you might be having while flying on the flight. Here you have an HDMI port, you've got a USB, you've got a lightning port, you've got the socket for charging your devices, and the most interesting thing, you also have a USB Type-C here. There you go, that's the USB Type-C. So there are a lot of interesting bits that they have put up here, and it really helps in enhancing the flying experience on board Emirates. Last but not the least, well, you also have a serving booth for the pursers from there. So this basically is like a screen that can be pulled up or down, and you can actually pull this up or bring this down. There you go, so you pull this and then it opens up, or then you can bring this down. So if the purser wants to serve something directly with your doors being shut, he can do it right away. Before I forget, this is another interesting console that we have. It's called the Emirates Explorer World of Light. So basically you have the suite functions here as well. Quick access, you have your lighting, which basically has your reading, dining, ceiling, wall, and the flow lights. You actually have flow lights too. So if I were to show you, let's yank it up right up there, and then you can actually see the lights down there. And you can even select the kind of lights that you want to see. So if you're going for, let's say, a blue color or whatever, or you want to go into, and then basically you can see all the mood lighting changes to red. There you can see down below there as well. So you actually have all sorts of mood lighting. You can go in for softer colors or warmer colors as per your preference. Here you've got your air conditioning, so you can regulate the temperature of your suite itself. And then of course here you've got your flight information, which is very nice to know, because when you're lying down, you don't really need to switch on the large screens or the main center console to understand what or where you're at. So this quickly gives you the most important information that is required when flying into your destination. Finally, you've got the privacy screen here, the privacy light itself as well, and then this is the video call or the call attendant button. What makes this suite stand out from the other suite that we see on the Boeing 777-300ER or the Airbus A380 is that these are full height suites. So as you can see, this door basically closes in its entirety, giving you full privacy when required. So I was actually trying to yank it, it's not happening, but this is how the doors can completely shut and cocoon you in your place of privacy on board this new Boeing. The layout of the first class itself is a 1-2-1. Actually, it's a 1-1-1. It's not a 1-2-1. So you have one alpha, then you've got the one echo, and then you've got one kilo. You actually don't have a 1F there because that is shut, as you guys can see. That is all that's on the other side. Similarly, you don't have a second seat on the aisle in the second row, so you actually don't have a 2 echo. So that's how it is. Talking about the aisle, game changer suite itself, this is the most striking and interesting feature that they have. That's called the virtual windows. So basically, the virtual windows are a set of 3 windows that a passenger sitting in the aisle has access to, similar to what the 3 windows that we see out there that a window passenger or somebody who's sitting on a window seat has access to. So you've got these three windows, which are called the virtual windows, and there are cameras fitted across the Emirates aircraft that are relaying live images to these screens throughout the duration of the flight. So even a passenger in the aisle seat, which is this one, will have some views while sitting in the aisle, and he doesn't have to stick his head out towards the window to see where he's at. So this is a very interesting feature, very thoughtful feature by Emirates, and kudos to them and hats off to them for doing such a fine job at it. So there is something really interesting that I got to know thanks to the crew on board. Well, I'm actually in 2 kilo, that's 2K, which is on the right hand side of the aircraft, and this is actually relaying live feed to the passenger that's sitting in 1E and not in 2F. So 2F is basically getting live feed from what could be seen on the left hand side of the aircraft. So Emirates has actually gone the longer, they've thought really hard, long and hard into this. So because this is 2F, because the passenger sitting this way, his window is on the left, so he's actually getting a view of what the plane is getting a view of on the left hand side, or what the passenger is getting a view of the left hand side. So it's actually flipped. So 1E gets the view that I am getting here in 2K, while the passenger in 2F gets the view that the guy in 1A is getting, or the passenger in 1A or 2A is getting. So this is really interesting. I did not know about this piece of information, and I stand corrected on that point. This is actually your home screen. There you can see the air show that's being shown very informatively. You've got the ICE, information, communication and entertainment. That's what ICE stands for onboard Emirates. And then you've got these settings button, as well as the one touch buttons for moving the seats. So you've got a one touch, you can switch out from taxi, take off, to dine, to lounge, to bed, and then bed lounge, so something in the middle. And then you can actually customize it to a comfort setting that you would like to have of your own. Then you've got the privacy light on here, which basically means that I'm asleep and this suite is on D&D. Right below it, of course, here you also have the onboard call service. So this is really interesting. It's like calling room service, and you can actually do a video call to the pursers on board and place your request, because this is a dine on demand service. Going back here, if you look here below, we actually have the light switches, or these are actually the blinds. So that switched off the screen, as well as brought all the blinds down. So it's this button, I guess. Yeah, that's the button to bring the blinds back up again. And then on this side you actually have the channel switcher. You got play and pause. So this basically plays and pauses whatever is happening on the screen. And there you can see, oops, I brought the blind down again, so the lights have come on. So these are quick access buttons for switching on and switching off whatever you need to do there. This is of course the call cursor button. These are the blinds, like I said, and these are buttons for the individual blinds. So guys, this was actually a quick walkthrough, a crash course on how the suite is, not just mine, as well as the adjoining one, along with the virtual windows feature as well. If you guys have not seen my other video from 11 months ago, Mumbai to Brussels in first class, I'm going to be leaving the link in the top right hand corner, so you guys can actually check it out there. And that actually has a more exhaustive reveal of the suite itself. This was more of a crash course where I was just taking you guys very quickly through all that is on offer in this brilliant game changer suite. Anyways, I think I'll actually be ordering some lunch now. We're still about 5 hours away from Brussels, and I've got about 40 minutes of my movie watching left. But as the lunch starts streaming in, you know, as the service starts, I will be showing you guys whatever I've ordered. And my plan is to have the creamy green pea soup, the bazaar prawns, and then probably I'll go in for, what do they have for dessert? Oh, they have the chocolate truffle cake. So yeah, that's what I'll go in for. They also have an affogato, which is quite an interesting thing. It's rare to have Emirates serving you ice cream on board, very rare, but whenever they do, it's quite good. So yes, the creamy green pea soup, the bazaar prawns, and then the chocolate truffle cake is what I'll be going in for, and that will be part of my video, the next segment of this video. So I'll see you guys very shortly. This is the start of the meal service, and interestingly, the purser has offered me something really appealing to the eye for sure. So this is basically a cucumber soup with sweet melon on the side and pastrami. This is something that's quite novel to me, and will be interesting to try how this comes out. So the crew on board really wanted me to try this out. So here goes. So this is the green pea soup, the creamy edition. Wow. Thank you.
My pleasure. You can add also the sauce.
Oh yes, thank you so much. And there you have an extra bout of cream should you need it. But yes, looks absolutely stunning. And this is my main course for today, the prawns bazaar. Let's try this out and see how good it is to taste. Finally, time for dessert, and this is the chocolate truffle cake. Looks very enticing, very tempting, full of calories to pile on those kgs. So guys, after a really hearty meal of green pea soup, followed by the bazaar prawns and then the chocolate truffle cake, I'm really stuffed and I think I need to get some sleep now. We're still about 3 hours and 40 minutes away from our arrival into Brussels, so I should easily be able to get about a 2-hour 45-minute sleep in. And interestingly, or rather unfortunately, the crew on board did not have any pajamas to spare, or rather lend me, but they were kind enough to give me this really cute looking amenity kit by Bulgari, along with the amenity bag, of course. So anyways, I'm gonna keep this aside safely and going to be calling the purser in now for making my bed. I'll show you guys how the bed looks, and then I'll see you on the other side with my sleep once it's done. The time right now is 7:10 in the evening, and we have landed in Brussels, and I'm currently making my way down to the immigration, and then from there on to baggage collection. Well, there was a fair bit of turbulence on the way. My bed was shaking quite violently at 40,000 feet in between for almost 10 minutes non-stop. So, but yeah, you're always in good hands when it comes to flying with Emirates. We had a really smooth landing, and unfortunately I didn't have enough time to shoot from the plane itself, this segment. But anyways, I'm making my way down now to the exit, rather the immigration, and then from there on to the exit. So just two of us in first class, so we are right ahead in front of the queue. Hopefully this should be a quick process. I'll see you guys again once I make it through immigration. That was quite quick through immigration. I was the first guy into the stamping, and yeah, the usual questions got asked. How many days you here for? What's the purpose of your visit? Obviously they would be thinking, because I just flew out of Brussels a month back. So anyways, this is baggage belt 4, and I'm waiting for the bags to come onto this belt, and then from there on I can proceed ahead to through customs onto the exit, where I'll be met by my Emirates chauffeur service. So guys, just like that, I'm out of the airport. Basically just come out of the exit gate, hang a right, and you'll be able to see the Emirates chauffeur service counter right there. And as always, they were waiting for me. Welcome to Brussels, the heart of Europe. Nice temperatures out here, 22 degrees Celsius, and we're just walking to the parking now. From there on, it's a short drive to Atabeek, only a 15-minute drive to my friend's place, meeting my dear friends Gautam and Lakshmi and their cute little kiddo who's just arrived into this world. So guys, here I am in Brussels, and this is the end of the second leg of the journey from Dubai to Brussels. Here at my friend's place and he's actually shooting me behind right there. Anyways, a lot of the stuff has been unpacked, and I've been reshuffling through my luggage because I've got 2 more trips back to back coming up, and there's a lot more content coming your way, so watch this space. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I will be leaving the links to my social media handles in the description below, so if you guys want to connect with me on other platforms, please feel free to do so. Thank you so much for all your support. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. This is Kimmy Yang signing off. Take care guys, have a great weekend and enjoy.